I say almost beat. I might be over-egging the pudding there. He had him in trouble anyway.
He did have him in trouble. There's our first max.
180.
Gets him down to 84 after 12. Ricardo a long way back. Could do with another one of those ideally.
139.
To give himself a chance if Dukes misses. 14 leaves the ball. Just squeezed it in, wants the ball, misses it.
42.
And Pietreczko's 2 trebles at the back end of his last visit have given himself a chance here.
Fairly traditional. Well, actually, he went for 36 for 32. Well, he's made an absolute pig's ear of that.
22 left after the accidental double 10. What is happening out there, Chris? Oh, well, you talk about
34.
a pig's ear. You can put that alongside the previous pig's ear.
Got a pair of them. All right, he's eventually got himself to a double and
Game
finds
shot.
it. Yeah, I'd scratch my head as well, Kevin. Kevin Dukes has to sense at some point that this one is there for the taking. Well, for both of them, really.
139.
Yeah, I like that.
Well,
Clever
if either
play.
of them can just find 10 minutes of decent darts, they'll be well clear, won't they?
Yeah, first one to sort of
find some form.
Yeah, have a little spurt of not necessarily brilliance.
59.
64 points away from a 3-1 lead. Double 8 now.
Game shot.
There is that bit of brilliance.
Yeah, that's much better.
It's that body language. Well, that was for the ball, believe it or not. Rod?
Yes.
Honestly.
Well, he looks perplexed. So does Chris Mason, for that matter.
51.
1-3-2. He'll start on the ball. That's much better. Another. Oh, yes. How about this? Double 16. A champagne finish. 4-1. Now, that is the kind of class and quality we expected from Hawkeye.
$60. Yes. 100.
Oh, superb.
162.
9 18s to leave 140. 62's got to go 12 ball.
52.
Will Dukes stay on the 18s here for the combination? No, he switches to the 20s. He had the option of going 6 18s.
Littler did that, didn't he, in a match? He had the 9 count on 18s and then went treble 18, double 16 on the 140. Well, five for double 4, I presume.
21.
What a struggle this is for Pikachu. This is for the match. Double 10.
Game shot.
There it
and
is.
the match.
And Kevin Dukes puts Pietreczko away with a minimum of fuss. He's not happy. I don't know if he's unhappy with Dukes or just the way he played himself. It could be either.
Andrew Gilding also through. 6-3 against Rhys Griffin. Goldfinger doing the business.
180.
So is Dolan. Beautiful max to leave a finish of 156. And Dirk van Dijvenbode, 6-3 winner against Nick Kenny.
136.
He's had a couple of tough draws, hasn't he, the last couple of days?
Indeed. 156 will not go. So Dolan now vulnerable in the first leg on his own delivery.
Oh, Justin Hood was involved in a cracker against Bo Greaves yesterday. And Bo only stopped by that incredible personal best from James Wade. But it is a breaker throw for Happy Feet.
140.
Justin Hood on throw. In a bit of trouble here.
89.
Super last start. Gary Anderson survives a real scare. Squeaks through 6-5.
100.
It's a bit like darts version of Soccer Saturday, this. Bo Greaves' campaign underway against
87.
Titus Canick. She kicks off with a 15-darter.
Brendan Dolan looking to do something similar here, perhaps. He wants double 16. And that's
Game
what
shot.
he has done. 15-dart leg for the history maker.
Did you manage to catch any of the football last night, Rod?
139.
Chris, yeah, I saw the penalties at the end.
Yeah, have to see a little bit for Liverpool, but I thought PSG were fantastic.
Yeah, good side.
85.
Did you know it was snowing in Cheltenham today?
I saw that. It's
Yeah.
not snowing in Leicester, I can assure you that.
No, it's cold enough to, though.
Game shot.
Oh, and out of the blue.
I didn't even think the treble was in. Contain his annoyance, finding the treble 19.
95.
And the West Country is Justin Hood. Pretty sure Western Supermare is, or in and around there, is
27.
where he resides. He's okay here, down to 158.
58.
Doesn't leave the 170. So 6 for Hood from here. I'd love a couple of trebles. He'll stay there, of course.
58.
Leaves the ton. 2-dart opportunity. How much pressure can Dolan pile on? Not too much.
No.
94.
That gets him a more manageable three-figure combination, but Justin Hood looking at treble 20 for tops. Now the single, or the treble, all double top. He's gone for the treble, can't find it.
60.
I don't blame him for staying there. It looked a nice guy, didn't it?
Yeah. So this now is for the match, the first match-winning opportunity for Brendan Dolan. Can't
58.
give himself a shot at double. Tops it is. Stay in it. Double 10 to stay in it now.
20.
And that could be that. That could be the end of it all. It could be handshakes time here. Two at tops for Brendan to wrap it up. Double 10. And
Game
there it
shot
is.
and the
Brendan
match,
Dolan,
Brendan
it is
Dolan.
handshakes time. But he could have taken any kind of debate out of the equation, as any player can, by being in the top 4. Then there is no debate.
That's exactly what Rob Cross did, wasn't it?
That's right.
137.
Flicks in a 137 to leave 114. This is on, though, mind you.
A little awkward. Oh, it's still on. Ball.
Extraordinary. Well, if he hits this, it will be one for the highlights reel.
Yes, something you'll see down the dog and duck.
95.
Well, that would have been an epic 120.
Well, what was the what happened next? That'd have been perfect for
Well,
that.
I mean, that's in.
76 scored, yeah.
Shanghai on the 19s. We didn't see it on the 20s in the conventional method from Springer. We didn't see it on the 19s from Chisnell either.
Oh, he's missed the big number. Double 4. Wasn't it Chisnell that miscounted against Ricky Evans in the
Game
Worlds?
shot.
Yes.
Michael
47.
Van Gerwen in action. He played some lovely stuff yesterday, including averages of 111 and 108. He's 1-0 down to
99.
Ian White, who gave him a bit of a... Was it the Players' Championship finals?
Yep.
Gave him a bit of a thumping there, didn't he? And that was another one that sort of came from nowhere.
96.
Both players on 170 odd here in the third leg.
58.
Oh, yes. Single now, 19.
133.
Super thinking from Chisnell. Tops.
Game shot.
Well, he had the weight of the tops, even though he lost the line in the leg where a year ago, if there'd have been issues, it wouldn't have been as
97.
catastrophic. But like you say, with all that prize money coming off, it's tough.
97.
170 here. Wouldn't have needed to go for the ball, but suspect he may well have done.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's the kind of player that would turn it down. He's very much a flair player, isn't he? Christian
91.
kissed through 6-3 against George Killington.
94.
So double 18 here for Springer.
Game shot.
He's running hot now.
Sit around and lick your wounds. You
have to get on with it.
just get on with it, because
I've
next
heard
week there's
golfers say
another
the
one.
same thing, and then when they tee it up, there's 156 in the tour, 155 of them lose. And obviously, there are different ways of losing tournaments, you know, missing
80.
putts and so on and so forth. But they come and tee it up the next week again on the PGA Tour.
And go again.
Go again. In the belief that it'll be better the next day. And one of them will go home with the prize and the ranking points and the £15,000. It was
60.
Joe Collin yesterday. Who will it be today around about tea time, maybe 6:30, 7
Oh,
o'clock?
double 18. Oh, for the match.
105.
Yeah, we started the theme that was very much part of the theme last year and the year before, the fact they're being shared about.
60.
Yeah, and I suppose at the moment are surprised that Litter and Humphreys both have won none of them.
Yeah.
Double 9. Feathers it
Game
in.
shot and
Takes the
match.
match.
Nico Springer.
Wins easily. Disposes of David Chisnell in a comprehensive victory. Nico Springer on form there, on song there. 6-1 to the German.
$177.
Opting to switch. To leave 53.
100.
2-dart combination finish for an 11-dart leg for Smash. Tops.
Game shot.
He's a real workman-like pro, isn't he?
Yeah.
If he gets that far, it's all about chasing big majors.
And of course, the early hurdles are a lot lower. To get to the top 32 is a lot easier. It's not easy by any manner of means, as we know, but it's easier than getting into the top 16 or top 8, isn't it?
Absolutely.
The progression gets harder and harder. The slope gets steeper.
140.
And the key element now to breaking into that top 16 is coming through the opportunities that are made available.
140.
Not a case of that there isn't qualifiers, because there is, and there's opportunities aplenty. You just have to be
100.
good enough and take them.
Now he is maybe good enough to take out this 80. Single again to leave a very open tops.
Game shot.
And I believe that was a conscious play, Rod. He had the weight of that dart. It was just...
$180.
Is a crashing maximum from Smash. To put him with a chance of a break of throw, which would then see him 5-1 up and serving for the match. Almost unthinkable that Littler could go through the whole
82.
Pro Tour season without winning a title, but he hasn't won one yet. Will today be the day for the world champion, I wonder?
100.
Did win on the European Tour just a matter of days ago in Belgium in some style.
Yeah, a wonderful tournament. Brilliant crowds.
125.
Sports really captured their imagination, hasn't it? It's great. Even on a Friday afternoon, there looked like there was a couple of
58.
thousand in, which was unheard of a few years ago.
96 of Weber. Will he stay looking for that treble? No, he's got treble 16, which he hasn't quite found. Didn't look like the look of the lie on the treble 20.
It looked okay, didn't it? But I say sometimes our
It's
side of
slightly
the
different perspective, isn't it?
Yeah.
From another in the single this time to leave tops. 419 for 40 for 5-1. Well, Martin Lukeman now potentially 2 turns away from closing out this match. But not now.
40.
Still 2 turns away potentially.
Yep.
Just not the 2 that he started there.
100.
look at the room.
180.
So suddenly Weber knows this is likely to stay in the match, with his opponent 2 darts away.
42.
Martin Lukeman closing in. Chooses double 16, double 8.
Game
And Martin
shot
Lukeman
and the
with a
match.
dominant
Martin
display. Eases through against the German Leon Weber by 6 legs to 1.
Yeah. They are laying up pretty much after their first visit now, aren't they? They're planning on what they want to leave.
140.
Perfect example of why that play was correct.
Yeah. Well, Watermain left 3-4-1, knowing that a max would leave him on a finish. So
180.
smart play all round here.
$98.
Gonna get a dart, or should get at least 1 dart at a double.
40.
Presume he'll go 48-24. So single 16. Oh dear, oh dear.
40.
1-2-1 then. Oh, this would sting badly. Bullseye.
96.
Not quite for Jermaine. The long breathes again.
Yes, this has got to go. It's a bit of a guide. Edging closer, needs to slide this down.
No score.
Oh, that's 2 darts in leg 1. 3
Game shot.
darts in leg 2.
Saw Jan van Veen over on streaming board 2. Another really likeable performance. You wondered how he would react
100.
after yesterday's heartbreak at the end, but he played
Bounced
really
back
well
well.
against Steve
He
Lennon,
did.
although Lennon did miss a lot of doubles early on in that match.
134.
Burton has edged out Edhouse, 6-5. Both players averaging around 96. Keen Barrier, 6-5 winner over Vessel Nyman. And Connor Scott, 107.92 in a demolition job of hybrids. 6 legs to 2. And Ryan Joyce, a winner over Victor Singstrom.
140.
Yeah, Tingstrom will beat Peter Wright earlier on. Right,
Yep.
81 after 9 here. Can he get his doubling right this time? Hits the treble 19 to leave double 12. Again, just a fraction off, but this
Game
time
shot.
tidies up. That is a very impressive 12 dart break of throw.
He would become erratic, and he's eliminated a lot of that.
135.
Free flowing throw, isn't it? And Long
Yeah.
is just getting punished here. Ottomane's upped his scoring and Longs has just dropped off a touch.
84.
Lipscomb has got 1 back, 5 apiece between himself and Barneveld. Rasma leads Rids, 5-3. Price leads
51.
Campbell, 4-2.
That was a bit of a mixed bag from Jermaine there. I mean, just praised him. He was a bit erratic there. Long, not on a finish. So Watamina's should get 2
55.
darts at a double here. 18 hit, double 16 he needs.
Game
Nicely
shot.
tidied up by Watamina, and it is 4-2. Crabtree, 4-2 up over Cordecker.
180.
Is that a signal? That's the beginning of the end for Jim Long. Jan van Veen just one away, leads Ratajski 5-3, and what's
60.
been a really, really good match.
Yeah, as we always say, when you see Ratajski, he generally gives you a run, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's always in and around the mid-90s.
Yeah.
Seasonal numbers is mid-90s.
Yeah, solid.
Yes, absolutely.
But solid is not enough to beat Jan van Veen quite a lot of the
95.
time.
No. Well, Luke Woodhouse, after trailing 3-0, has reeled off 3 of his own.
100.
3-3 against Beau Greaves.
Yeah, well, Long here, these could be his last 3 darts in Leicester this week. Needs a treble, finds
96.
one, but Watamena needs tops to round off what's been a tidy performance. A
Game
double 10 it
shot
will
and the
be.
match.
And Jermaine Watamena is through to the last 32 here in Leicester. Here he goes. Here he goes. Now we're talking.
180.
Back-to-back max for Littler.
Are we going to get 9 dart number 5 over the course of the last 2
95.
days?
Well, he was on the wrong end of one earlier on in the day. The shot is on treble 19. Oh, he went treble 17 and he didn't find it.
Yeah, he loves double
115.
15, so
Check
He's been-
125.
he's been going that way. But he's on a 10 and a break of throw.
140.
To 8 cent. Not often see him down this end of the board.
Luke Woodhouse
Game shot.
produced 6 legs on the spin.
Taylor looking for an instant break back here. If he can get another one of those, and he does. This has been a good start. 181.40 from Dom Taylor.
Yeah, super response after that 11 dart break of throw.
97.
So advantage Taylor. Oh, he's all over it, but not in it. Great last start, though.
97.
He's on a potential 11 dart leg of his own.
180.
That's 4 in the last 3 legs for Littler. And here the 84 about to disappear with an 11 dart
Game
leg
shot.
for Dom Taylor, and he breaks straight back at 3-3. Brilliant darts.
Humphries is 4-3 up on Jitsi van der Vel. Aspinall 4-1 up on Barry Van Peer.
80.
Ouch.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Oh, he's dropped it again. It's all going wrong.
100.
Well, if he can get a 2 treble visit here, Dom Taylor, he's still in with a chance. Just repairing his stem there. I think
Yep.
either broke or came out.
Yeah, broke on the end. Looks like he doesn't. He does use rings, but he's opted not to
100.
put one on. What they usually have got is the stem and flight with the ring already set up, spare just a couple on their case, so they can just
46.
unscrew it and screw a brand new one all ready to go. Well, Dom Taylor needs a big turn. Love another treble. Very
100.
unlucky.
Not quite. Can Littler produce a blockbuster finish to move within 1? No, not this time. So Dom Taylor,
48.
82 to move within 1.
Yeah, ball double 16. Oh, that's fortunate. Double 10. Brilliant.
Game shot.
Absolute class.
got to hold the throw if we go to a final leg, but Littler's looking for perfection here to take it to a final leg, and for the second time in the
180.
match, he's gone back-to-back maximums to kick off. He went 7 perfect legs earlier on. As Taylor almost hits the 180, so 141 then for the 9.
Yeah, should be going the same way. 60. Oh, misses out. Damon Hetzer through 6-4 against Stefan Belmont with a 100.23 average. He's into the round of 32.
Yeah, Owen Bates, though, has seen off Hope I Put by 6 legs to 5. He's through. Well, nothing Taylor can do here. Mentally be preparing for his
91.
Holder throwing leg 11. 84 for another 11 dart leg.
Yeah, just be trying to wind that heart rate down a bit as
Game shot.
84 check out.
Taylor, first in. That might be the crucial thing, and he's in again. Can he get another one? He can. He can.
140.
Great visit. Pressure back on Littler here. Yes.
Brilliant
Treble.
that start to leave a finish. 127 and game. Treble 19 for Bull. He's on.
Bullseye for the match. And a match start has been and gone. The line was good. The length just a little bit off. And this to win it in style for Littler. Can't get there. So Taylor should get 2 darts for the match. 2 more darts for the match. Littler, great setup after a disappointing first start. Is it going to be 1 for double 12? It is. He's been really good on double 12. That time it's wild. Double 6, third match start, and he gets it. And Dom Taylor has beaten Luke Littler in an absolute classic here. Smiles all round from 2 young guns who will meet numerous times again in the future, I'm sure. But this time, it's Dom Taylor who ends Luke Littler's campaign here in Leicester at Players' Championship 6. Both players averaging well over a ton.
Slightly lower key affair. Got a 6-4 win over Slevin, who averaged 96, and Joe only averaged 87 in that tie.
57.
But it is Cullen first to a finish. This one, Wills, has got lots of legs in it, you'd feel, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's one of those you wouldn't be surprised whoever won and whatever the score was, really. They're both capable, as Cullen is showing here. Well, he didn't need to.
122.
He did.
I don't know what the odds would be, but it's one of those games you'd make 5 to 6 each of 2.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. Smith, who's been going okay, but will want to get his hands on some titles sooner rather than later.
Oh, double-double.
Game shot.
Well, that's just showboating.
Anderson and Goddard locked at 4-4.
Yeah. It's a lovely first start for Ross. Not a bad second one either. Textbook from Smith. Another maximum, and this time against the Cullen throw. Maybe this is going to be that break opportunity we've been waiting for.
Well, it definitely is on now. Only 40 from Cullen, so he's back on 2-2-3. So 6 starts for Ross from 181. He has options here.
140.
When you're that good, that's the best option.
Yeah, that's it.
59.
Can he take it out here and now? He'll certainly be hoping so. Double 16 for a 4-2 lead.
Shot.
11 dart breaker throw. Brilliant from Ross Smith.
40.
A stressful occurrence. You're never quite sure, are you, what's going on?
Well, the most stressful part is the preparation, the travelling, the getting there, making sure you're booked in your hotel, making sure you've remembered everything, and making sure you arrive at the time you like to arrive. And
83.
you don't want to have constant things to point at to go, well, that's why I've not performed.
140.
153 doesn't have to go here and now for Ross Smith, but this to move within 1 of the next round. Well, the shot didn't have to go, but it might go anyway. It
Game
will.
shot.
1-5-3 from Smith. And yesterday's champion Joe Cullen is right up against it here. 5-2 down. Brilliant from Smudger there.
58.
The 1-5-3, the best of the match so far. Maybe 6 darts away from winning.
Yeah, and his last 3 legs, he's been averaging around about 117, 118.
100.
And his overall average now up to 108. It wasn't that long ago. It was hovering around the mid to late 90s.
Yeah, this has been impressive. Mentioned James Hurrell's impressive form. He's still averaging 101, but it's 4-3 down now to go in Price, who's also averaging 101.
Anderson
100.
and Gothard 5-5. Another last leg shootout for Anderson.
Scott Van Veen, 5-5. Joe Cullen would love to make this 5-5, but he's
140.
right up against it here. Smith for the match. I mean, just hit 1-5-3. He's looking at 1-2-1. Now he needs a bullseye for the match and a 6-2 win.
Game shot
Brilliant,
and the match.
absolutely
Ross Smith.
brilliant. Joe Cullen can't go back-to-back in the Players' Championships here in Leicester. But the man who does pick up the trophy, well, he might just have played him, because Ross Smith in spellbinding form, 108.85, that 1-5-3 out, the best of the bunch, 66%.
There's been times in the last 5 years or so, more than one occasion, when he's been the premier player in world darts.
57.
Without question, he went into the Premier League finals night in 2023 as a firm favourite and lost in the final to Van Gerwen. He was favourite to beat Van Gerwen in the match play final and lost that match to the great Dutchman. But there have been times when he has been the number 1 man in darts.
140.
Not at the moment, obviously, and that's the challenge to him to get back up there.
Yeah, and the statistics back that up.
Yeah.
That wasn't a matter of opinion.
44.
Mados Rasmussen leads Anderson 2-1. Rob Cross is 2-1 down to Kevin Dutz.
100.
Białecki and Heta one apiece. Van Veen leads 2-0 against Watamina and Ross Smith. 1-0 up against Stephen Burton, who must have had
60.
a nightmare opening leg, because his average in the opening leg, 45.80.
I think he won't win many legs with that, to be fair. Tops.
Game shot.
We're witnessing a really excellent exhibition here from these two Arrowsmiths. 2-all it is.
The second ton plus out for
85.
top 64 in the world. Get it done in a weekend.
$136.
This is stunning stuff, isn't it? 170 after 9. The Gezi Prize. Will he be forced into having a go at it? He will.
He will, yeah.
134.
Because Bunting is lurking. Price will not take that out. So now they set out another there. Oh, yes.
130.
Replica
Fantastic.
of Bunting's visit.
Attacking the treble 19, but not finding it first start. And so it looks like Price is going to regain the lead. And if he takes 2 to take this out, Chris, how many darts will it be for the leg?
14 for a 4th time.
Oh, he's
Game
ruined
shot.
it. He's ruined it by being too efficient.
Luke Humphries opens with a 12 dart leg against Willie O'Connor.
99.
Bunting with a degree of control of the 8th leg.
Jan Van Veen, 5-1 up on Watamina. I don't think there'll be too many
100.
complaints if Van Veen lifted the title today
No.
after yesterday's trials and tribulations.
96.
Yeah, where he missed 6 match darts to win the final against Cullen before losing.
No, it's ifs and ands, pots and pans, and it was a good performance.
Game shot.
And there is the 15. Their cover shooting from both today has been superb.
Really, at the moment, Chris, the way Price has been throwing on his own darts, Bunting must be feeling he's
180.
got to go out in 12 or fewer.
Yes.
That must be what's in his mind. And he's going about it the right way here in this leg, to be fair.
97.
Yeah, well, potentially he's on better than a 12, but you're right what you're saying. It's that 4 visits or less to get the break.
Here we go.
135.
Well, that's what he's fashioned for himself, that opportunity. Unless Price, well, that's not going to go now. I say unless Price, it's not for Gavin Price. So 46 here. If he can get rid of it in this visit, he will be in front for the first time and he'll throw for the match, Chris.
Yeah, what a time to get your nose in front in a leg that puts you one away. And then the next leg, you have the darts.
14.
But he's fluffed his lines. Well, there was the opportunity for the 11 or 12 dart leg. Treble 18. Oh, clips the wire.
39.
Well, he's just threw that last dart away. And Stephen Bunting, 3 in hand. Double 8. He's missed 4 for this leg. He hasn't missed a 5th though, and Price is not let back in, and Bunting leads.
But it's Bunty still with the advantage. Oh, he just looks a little tight to me. Ross Smith completes the bagel of Burton. 6-0, 104.86 the average for Ross.
96.
Well, Stephen Bunting, having taken the lead, given himself a chance to throw for the match, is in danger of throwing that opportunity away. That third dart could be worth much gold.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a bad 140, but that was a great one considering the situation he found himself in.
104.
Gerwin Price leaves himself 78 just in case. We've had some finishing of a ton or more already from Bunty.
Start for the match, double 16.
69.
Match start is missed by the bullet, but Gavin Price has got to clean up this 78, otherwise Bunting gets more. Double 12. One of his favourites.
54.
He's denied. Stephen Bunting now will not get a better chance. Double 16. And Stephen Bunting beats Gerwin Price. In the full dress rehearsal for tomorrow night's Premier League, it's Bunting's match. It's Bunting's win. 6-4. Great game. Both players played extremely well, but Stephen Bunting just too hot for Price to handle.
Navigate around getting the break of throws. This is a bit unfortunate.
50.
2 treble 5s and a single 20. Basically saying to Hatter, come on then, show me what you got. And this is what he has got. A max.
180.
What a reply.
140.
Yeah, Hatter when he's in this, has got this much fluidity and tempo to his game, is just so much better than the one that's very measured and calculated. I think when he plays like this, he plays with more freedom.
He's had plenty of practice at the bullseye in this match, or just prior to it. He couldn't hit it there, though. And Humphries cannot
56.
get a dart at double here. So Damo with a chance to double his lead. Double 8 for the Australian. Right on the outside wire, and will have to shift along the oche to size up the target and hit it.
Shot.
The weight off their shoulders must be enormous. Well, look at Humphries when he won one. He went on this.
Well, not so long ago, Humphries was that man, wasn't he?
Was. And before that was Michael Smith.
Then Humphries won the Grand Prix, then he won the Slam, and then he won the World Championship, then he won the match play, and catapulted himself to being the man, the world #1. Now, another man has appeared on the scene and is threatening to take over that mantle. So it's a constantly evolving situation in the world of darts.
Yep. It's
fascinating to watch.
Like one of them fancy doors in them hotels, isn't it?
I don't go in those type of hotels because only people like you can afford it. Heta here, both with similar finishes. Wants the treble 18. Oh, he pitches it perfectly for the bullseye.
99.
Not far away again, the heat. Humphries similar on the 18 segment. No, not there.
90.
Tide is up though. 9 for double 8 to go back in front.
Game shot.
So leads 3-2 on throw.
Winner here to play Dukes or
58.
Smith. And I wonder if this one might go to the 11th leg.
It's got that feeling about it. Rasma and Bunting
100.
3-3. Jan van Veen leads Wade 3-2, but continues to be a fabulous game. Wade 107 average, Van Veen 102.5.
140. 42.
It's got that feeling now that Humphries is just clinging on.
He'll afford to
58.
drop his throw again here. That would put him 2 behind with 3 to play. We've got to find some kind of method of going out in 250 in 2 visits.
135.
But he's still vulnerable to this counter-attack by Damon Heta. Oh, now. Well, that's 80 of them. 32 left.
96.
Well, how important might that dart turn out to be? It might be irrelevant if Humphries can't find this 115, but if he does find it, Heta will look at that missed dart with some regret. Double 18. Oh!
79.
Wowzers. How close was that? Audibly close.
Game shot.
That didn't even touch a wire. So it is 5-3. This has been a high-scoring game. Heta may punish. Called, but recovers.
134.
Lovely visit on darts 2 and 3. That's sat up. I was just about to say, if he
100.
walked up and placed that in there, that's where he'd put it.
Yep.
On dart 1.
Really good.
Really, really good. And now he's forcing Humphries again to find perfection.
180.
127 in game, Rod?
And match. Bullseye to finish in style.
102.
Second match dart.
Now, which way for Humphries here? Goes out to balls, hit the ball, hasn't he? Oh no, it's in the outer ball. Sorry, double 9.
Game
I
shot.
like you. I thought that was in the ball.
Well, it clearly wasn't. And Luke Humphries.
272 in the mix after 6, because now he can go ball. Wow, that was brave.
140.
I'm thinking there at least a 25 would have left 167.
Well, now Humphries is in a very strong position, having had to stand and
59.
watch, had to throw over the match at a bullseye and double 16 in 2 different legs and get away with it.
I think there was a
60.
call there, Rod, to maybe after dart 1 look at the 19s, 96 to leave 36.
Overall, in most legs, and this is not most legs,
58.
obviously Humphries would be content to come to the board looking at 72, wouldn't he? But
Absolutely.
this is a different situation. He's going to get 1 dart and a double here. He's going to be at tops for the match. And he's missed
52.
one now, the world number 1.
Well, of all the attempts Heta's had in those 3 dart combination, this would be incredible if he can find it in his last attempt. And it's not on.
So Luke Humphries now preparing himself for 1
92.
last big push. Looking at double 10. He's got 3 in hand here. Well, 1 dart left. Amazing.
10.
Amazing. Luke Humphries has missed 4 for the match. 1 at tops and 3 at double 10. Who'd have thought it?
He's had more darts to win the match than his opponent Heto's.
Yes.
It's felt like he's had multiple chances, but this is chance number 3.
35.
Well, so between them, they've missed 7 for the match. Humphries now with the awkward double 5 does not want to come inside here. He's
Game
gone
shot
straight
and the
in.
match. Luke
And Luke
Humphries.
Humphries defeats Damon Heta. He had the first 2 match darts, the Australian. Humphries then missed 4. No prizes for speed in professional darts.
No.
Accuracy over speed, Chris.
100.
I think you may well be right about the sedate pace of play not being much to Jan van Veen's liking, Chris.
99.
Yeah, well, you can see Van Veen in the back already sort of meerkatting, looking over his shoulder, almost, you know, trying to push the pace along.
100.
What he's got to do is have a little detour and circle around the drinks table a few times and then approach the
I
hockey.
think fair to say it's much easier for a slow player to
86.
slow a quick one down than for a quick player to speed a slow one up, right?
Spot on. Tops.
Game shot.
Yeah, it's hard to disagree. I have seen stats in the past which back up that.
140.
And he will start down there. It's not that he's switching away
No.
from treble 20, he just starts off down on the green bit, doesn't
Well,
he?
there's no one that hits more 171s than Madars. I know
96.
that to be a fact.
And there he was, starting off on the treble 19 once more. But Van Veen here will be down to the finish first. He's down to a finish first.
65.
Down to 116, where we may see him start on 19s on that particular shot. As Razma
95.
leaves himself 118. Does Van Veen have his number? Well, starts on the treble 20. Tops again. Took it out in the last leg.
Game
Takes it
shot.
out in this leg.
This is good from Van Veen now.
As Van Veen and averaging 10 points more. And, well, Van Veen's average is impressive. Now 4-1 to Humphries. But his average has
96.
tumbled to a paltry 107.
Rubbish. Van Veen carries on. Hammering at the treble 20. Another 140 to leave 83 after 12.
He comes back. It'd be treble 17 for double 16. But
89.
it may be a dart at the ball. Oh, double 8.
67.
Interesting.
He was fairly near to busting that, wasn't he?
He was. He would have slipped.
Comfortably near.
Wow, double 16 for a 149. Interesting tactic. He probably felt that Razma wouldn't get anywhere near this 149, so took a gamble.
32.
Well,
If he takes his shoes and socks off, it would count to 20.
well, after almost a full episode of Countdown where he did the maths bit, we've got to double 16, which he has missed after all
117.
that.
How on earth do you not know it's double 16?
Double 4, he knows it's double 4.
Game shot.
Humphries leads Smith now 5 legs to 3.
So where we are at this
99.
moment in time, it looks like Van Veen versus Humphries in the final of Players' Championship 6 here at the Mattioli in Leicester. Van Veen
96.
can fulfil his part of the bargain right here, right now, looking at 108. That's 76 of them, leaving 32. And
Game
that
shot
is
and
that.
the match.
And he
Jan
finishes
Van
with a
Veen.
flourish. And Madars Razma applauds. He knows when he's been beaten by the better player, and he was there. Van Veen far too good and into a second consecutive final. 2 in 2 days for the big Dutchman.
Ended up with a 103.34, which is, they're pretty much in the same ballpark, aren't they? It's a dart here or there, that's
Yeah.
all.
100.
Van Veen now ranked 25th in the world.
Moving in the right direction.
Yes, most definitely.
59.
Most definitely. Definitely on the improve.
Humphries will be arguably number 1 in
60.
the world right up until the point he goes to defend his defend the World Championship money from
Yeah.
18 months or so ago.
90.
He will be defending that
Well,
in January.
It depends, Chris, doesn't it, if Littler goes on the rampage in the
Yeah.
remaining big tournaments. Because Littler's got no points to defend because he's only just started as a professional, which
exactly.
seems staggering to say,
70.
but it is true.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some projections, and it could come in January, but it'd have to be a variable if things happen. 1, Humphries
100.
go out first round, and 2, Littler defend the Worlds. Was he going to stay there? Well,
No score.
yeah, he said wow, but it looked unlikely after Dart 1. I know he's very, very good at navigating around what looks like blockers. Double 10.
Similar scenario to the last leg.
Game shot.
Very similar. could add another 5 on, if you see what I mean, Chris, from
Yes.
the 15 winning to 10 runner up.
Yeah.
57.
So Little would have to start winning tournaments like left, right, and centre in terms of the big ones: match play, Grand Prix,
140.
Grand Slam, these kind of events, Players' Championship finals.
60.
And I wonder what price England will be to win the World Cup, Chris Mason.
Well, if it's
145.
anything bigger than around about 1 to 4, then I would be
You'll
shocked.
be taking a wheelbarrow down to a betting office, will you? Yeah.
55.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
I'll just empty one of the safes.
Yes, I mean.
Game shot.
And Luke Humphries finally on the board and finally hitting a double.
Little left.
Yes.
The tank is empty.
Van Veen up 3-1, race to 8.
140.
And with the darts here, can make it 4-1.
Humphries,
140.
well, that was minimum requirement for me. Van Veen still a massive favourite for the leg and a 4-1 lead, especially if you can find
140.
exactly that.
Oh, treble 17 would have left the bullseye. But Van
97.
Veen now striding to the hockey with 3 in hand, looking for tops to go 4-1 up on the world number 1.
Game shot.
Bingo. 4-1.
Sub 15. The mood Van
100.
Veen's in, that may not be enough. Maybe in one of those situations
100.
where he needs to find a 9.
A
96.
9-time winner on the development tour, Van Veen. Winner of the World Youth Championship. Winner on the Challenge Tour. But on the CV, a glaring gap
97.
of no PDC senior major title. Well, not major title.
Yeah.
Major title missing, obviously, but any kind of title missing. And this is the
100.
first step towards a big TV major, winning one of these.
Yes,
These don't come
it's
cheap.
part of the process, isn't it?
It is. Well, 12.
I was already
Game shot.
writing down 13 as it is. I will write down 14 dart hold. Now he is within 2.
And Humphries is 3 away from him,
59.
so there's the trouble spot.
He didn't come in here with any kind of negativity.
Needed a maximum to leave a finish there and couldn't
100.
find it, so Humphries now should close to 6-4, but he's got to get some kind of result on the Van Veen throw.
89.
And he was then tasked with a real tough match against Ratajski, who was always tough to beat, and he got the job done there, 6-3 with a 103 average, and just those
100.
2 opening salvos, I thought, yeah, this kid's got it.
So Luke Humphries looking at the treble 18. 20 would leave him a dart at tops.
58.
Hasn't found it, so Van Veen, long range, half chance.
$92.
Well, he's there now. If Humphries fluffs his lines, that's a long way off for him. Yeah, can't even use as a rangefinder.
15.
Well, this isn't for the match, but you feel it virtually is,
Yeah.
because it would put him 7-3 up, and it would be another break of throw. So 52 points for 7-3. Double 16, 2 in hand. For the governor.
Game shot.
Beautiful finish. And Humphries missing 1 chance too many.
And he's already held 4 times in this match and broke 3 times.
180.
And he piles in a maximum to give himself all the breathing space he requires.
If there is any doubt, that max sort of dispels the doubt. And he's in again. Oh, that was a deflection.
121.
Well, can't leave a finish after the second dart. Even the 60 leaves a bogey. But look where Humphries is at this moment.
100.
So 6 at 159.
One treble he'll be happy with.
102.
Just nudges himself down to a 2-dart combination. So he's going to get match darts any second now, Jan Van Veen.
100.
to eradicate yesterday's heartache from his memory. He wants tops for his first PDC Pro
Game
Tour
shot the match,
title.
Jan van Veen.
And Jan van Veen consigns yesterday's heartbreaking defeat to Joe Cullen to history. And the scalp is the big one of the biggest ones. The world number one, the former world champion, has to succumb to Jan van Veen, who is in the winner's enclosure on the PDC Pro Tour in the Players' Championship for the very first time. It's congratulations, Jan van Veen.